Bubble tea and sauerkraut. Bubble tea and sauerkraut. Bubble tea and sauerkraut. Bubble tea and sauerkraut.
Hello, and welcome to another episode of your favorite, I guess, TV critic podcast, Bubble Tea and Sauerkraut. I am Matthias, aka Sauerkraut.
I'm Ben, aka Bubble tea.
Oh, today I was this close to saying I'm Bubble Tea. I don't know why.
You wanna be me?
One of these days, I'm gonna mess it up.
You wanna be me?
As if. Yeah. But anyway, Can we go back to what we just talked about 5 seconds ago before we started this podcast?
What were we talking about?
That I got scolded because I put the white wine in red wine glasses.
Yeah, exactly. Who does that?
Since when do you care?
And also ice cube in wine?
Well, okay, for the ice cubes in wine, I apologize. But the red wine thing, since when do you care? Like, before you met me, you didn't even know that there's a difference between white and red wine
glasses. Of course I know.
But whenever I was like, oh, we had red wine, I was like, oh, let's take the red wine glass. You were like, oh, no, they're too high up.
Because I just want to clean them by hand. It's very annoying. But yeah, since I moved to Europe, I care.
Yeah. All of a sudden. But I think maybe the wine.
But no, the funny thing is because you said the red wine glass can accommodate more wine. Like we can pour more wine in it, but you only pour like here. That's not.
This is still a ton of wine.
That's not more than a little white wine.
That's like a quarter bottle.
Okay. I mean, yeah, like normally a glass of wine is a quarter bottle.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, but like it's still a lot more than I would usually put in a white wine glass.
Not me.
Yeah, you're just filling it to the very top. I should have gotten you the Christmas present I got Julia.
Yes. Hello.
What I got my friend was like one of these bottles with an attached wine glass on top. Like originally I was thinking of like getting this thing that you can put on top of every wine glass, but people on the internet said it's not, like everyone said it's leaking, so I didn't get it. So I just got like a whole bottle that has like a glass attached on top. And what does it say on it? Like, today I only have one glass or something.
Exactly. Schön.
Well, your birthday is coming up in 1.5 months, and I still have no idea what I can get you, so...
I mean, that can be one of them.
Can't be... Wait, what was the other thing? Oh, yeah, right. The other thing was I'm going to get you a shopping cart. Like the ones you get at like Aldi, Lidl, like the supermarkets, because you said you wanted one. And it's super easy to get. I just throw in €1 and then like, no, walk away with it. So you're going to get this wine bottle glass thing and a shopping cart from Aldi.
Hey, yeah, then I have a house. No!
Do you prefer the one from Lidl?
I think I prefer the one from Real.
Sure.
No, I don't want that. I'll beat you.
I also don't know where. Oh God, the British accent is coming through, so that. Like shit is about to get real.
Exactly. So don't mess with the miss.
With the what?
The miss.
What's the miss?
Miss, I'm the lady.
Oh, like the lady. Okay, because you're a successful businesswoman.
Exactly.
Okay. But do you have any idea what you want for your birthday? Can I get any hints? Because you know I'm horrible with presents.
Yes, you're so terrible, but I don't know what I want.
Well, especially for you. I feel like I'm pretty good with presents for other people. But when presents... I think I'm like, if I'm forced to, yes, I can come up with like good, decent stuff.
But you know what I want, what I like, so that may be in a direction.
I don't think they sell eBay vouchers.
You can buy me VIP, yeah.
What's eBay VIP?
No, just kidding.
No, but what is that a thing, eBay VIP?
I think so. Yeah, I think it is. Because you have to pay a certain amount of money to sell stuff, no? But if you are eBay VIP, you only have to pay a little amount than usual.
Okay.
But no.
Oh, never mind. I know what you're going. But we don't have space for that. Anyways, I'll figure it out.
What?
Figure it out. I have an idea.
Space for that?
Yeah, we don't have because
Another closet?
No, not another closet. Stop trying to guess it now. I have to see first, anyways, if I can, and where we could potentially put it and stuff like that.
A cat.
We just talked about this like literally today, where I watched a TV show which made me want to have a cat, but I said we can't have a cat while we're still in Munich, or why there is a chance that we might move in Munich. Because like it's hard enough to find a place, and I just heard from people with pets, it's even worse.
Yeah, exactly. True.
I feel bad for the cat if it's just like, here is this 2-room apartment. That's all you'll ever see your whole life.
No, it's fine. They don't need more than that.
Well, good thing the chances are very low that we're ever going to get a cat.
Yeah, are you still allergic?
Yes, I'm still allergic. Besides that, did anything happen this week? By the way, did we record the last episode, which we still haven't put live? Did we also record it on Sunday?
Oh, I don't remember.
Me neither. Everything's... Oh, that was my tummy. But we just ate. It's not hungry. It's just like he's busy.
Okay.
Probably because the only thing we did this weekend was eat.
And sleep. Nice.
Which I like, yeah. I mean,
a
like,
lot of TV.
A lot of TV. But I mean, like, in the middle of it, you like suddenly got very unhappy that this is all we did on the weekend.
I guess. No, I wasn't. I was just like, oh, this is so fast.
Yeah, okay. But then again, there was nothing else to do very much anyways. It was raining. Saturday was a holiday. So everything was closed Saturday and Sunday. It's still Corona.
Yeah.
As we're already talking about how we spent our weekend watching TV the whole time.
You finished a season.
I finished the whole show, yes. But we're going to come back to that in a second. But what we want to talk about today is like, you know, like our favorite TV shows. Like when we were small, when we were not that small anymore, and maybe now, you know, like things you've seen in the recent years you think is very great. Oh, wait, there's a
what? A bug?
No, one of our plant flies.
Oh, nine. Gross.
Which we're also desperately trying to get rid of. I don't know what they're called in English. Like those tiny flies that live in your plants. And now each one of our plants has those like yellow bug flies in it. And every 4 days I put in like a special liquid into all of our plants so that their eggs die. God knows if we will ever get rid of it. But yes, no, we digress. We will have a separate gardening episode one day, maybe. But yeah, so we're like,
and that'll be just you talking, and I'll be like,
well, I feel like in the old apartment though, you were more of the like plant person, or like let's say like kind of, right?
Nah.
No?
I just want to buy plants.
Okay, so that's the thing.
I don't want to take care of them.
Exactly. So you're the one who like encouraged or was like, oh, let's buy plants. But I always was like, oh, let's not buy plants. And then I'm the one taking care of them.
Yeah. I'm like a kid. I want dog. I want cat. But I'm never going to take care of them.
Well, I see there. I'm not sure if it's a good mixture if we like then get a cat, because you're like, I want a cat and I take care of it, because like 50% of the plants I'm trying to take care of die somehow.
Okay, yeah.
Anyways, once again, we digress about our killing spree with houseplants. TV shows. TV shows. When you were little, was there a TV show that you loved and were obsessed with? Or like that you still remember fondly and like, oh yeah, I loved watching this. It was like my favorite TV show. And like, why?
I think when I was little, I watched a lot of, TV shows, TV series in Taiwan. We call them 偶像剧, which is like icon idol kind of TV show, drama, age, soap opera.
Okay.
Because those TV shows, they're only staring those super handsome boy band or girl bands people. And I watched tons of that.
Like, were they really like part of a boy band, or are you just saying no? It's just like they were very pretty actors.
No, they are part of boy bands.
Okay.
Actually.
Okay.
Like 566 or 183 Club or K1. They are so popular, just like K-pop now. And they also play, like acting in those TV shows.
Okay.
I watch tons of them, but I'm not obsessed with them. But I think the TV show I'm obsessed still, I think you know which one.
I don't know.
You don't know?
Yu-Gi-Oh? What?
I have the DVD.
Wait, when you were little?
Sex and the City.
I mean, what age are we talking that you started watching Sex and the City?
I don't know when, but I was relatively relatively small.
Okay.
Yeah.
So why other kids watched like Pokemon, you were like, I'm such a Samantha.
Yeah, exactly. Like funny thing, Pokemon or the other Digitalmon.
Digimon.
Yeah, Digimon.
Are you like 55 or what's going on? Okay.
Digimon and then Yu-Gi-Oh or like Naruto or any kind of you can think of Japanese animation. I wasn't really a big fan actually.
Okay.
Yeah, but now now it's like another story because I want to have something to watch, so I watch them now at this age on Netflix. Yeah, but back then I was like,
I'm sorry, I just love the idea of like all the other kids are like, oh, did you see yesterday's Pokemon episode? Like yesterday's Yu-Gi-Oh episode?
I will
And they
fake.
they like trade their cards, and you're like, oh my god, you will not believe who Samantha had sex with yesterday.
Exactly.
And all the other 8-year-olds are like, what?
And also because of that, I persuade my mom or convinced my mom to subscribe Vogue.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I have a good
So
subscription.
every month I have a new Vogue magazine to read. While the others just watch this stupid Naruto manga.
How old were you then?
I don't remember, but
like, I mean, were you like 7? Were you like 11? Like,
I think elementary school and middle school definitely.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. But
Yeah.
still, okay, but like that doesn't answer my question because you can be 7 in elementary school.
I think after like 3rd or 4th grade.
Okay.
Yeah. Because I still remember, because I was watching it alone at home, no? And then when my parents came home, I would have to turn off the TV very quickly because I don't want them to find out that I was watching Sex and the City.
Well, it is very mature content.
Yeah, people always say gays are more mature than straight people.
Who says that?
I am the people.
I feel like
In case you haven't noticed that.
Yeah, I was just about to say, I feel like we have so many like moments in this episode where you're like, people say, and I'm like, who? And you're like, well, I do.
Yeah. I'm the majority.
Okay. So, I mean, so that means your TV show taste when you were little was already very gay.
Very gay and like drama, like soap opera, melodrama. That's always be my thing.
Okay.
And this whole thing that study film and love like artistic film, that's just bullshit. Lie. Actually, I just love soap and trash TV Soap opera. I just love like trash TV shows as well. Like American's Next Top Model, those stupid reality shows.
But why did you hate it when I watched the 2 episodes of the German trash?
Because it's German. I don't understand. Wow, what a question.
But you understand so much in German now. Why do you not understand the trash? In theory, their German is like a lot simpler than...
Really? But I think they use a lot of slang words or something and they speak pretty fast or something.
But then the majority of like the slang words they're using are English anyways. Or is it like the situation when like, I don't know if you know this, but when the Japanese use English words or the Koreans use English words and it no longer really sounds English?
Yeah, probably.
Maybe that's the same when like the Germans decide to use the English words.
Probably.
At least on trash TV.
But the Prince Charming, I understand. I watched it with you.
Oh, true, the Prince Charming.
Yeah.
That's actually something I'm gonna get to later. But
Well, that's
the
one of your favorite.
no, that's not one of my favorites. But like that's because I also kind of want to talk about trash TV a little bit later.
Okay.
But my favorite show when I was a little kid, so we're talking like elementary school, pretty much, was just as gay as yours, but different and nerdier. Mine was Sailor Moon.
Oh,
I loved Sailor Moon. I was obsessed with Sailor Moon.
yes.
And I convinced my mom that I get like a subscription to the Sailor Moon magazine that came out every 2 weeks.
Oh God! And you
No, like,
even
it was
dressed like Sailor Moon.
Exactly. And even for like Carnival, which is like the German version of Halloween, kind of there, I even wanted to dress like one of the characters, which just made me look like I was insane and in drag and everything.
Like a cheap drag.
Like a very cheap drag.
I mean, I also have like cheap drag photos.
Uh,
I use a towel as my hair.
but I didn't even know I was doing drag back then. But that was my thing. I don't know. Have you ever watched Sailor Moon?
I think 102 episodes actually.
Anyway, so like in the first season, what they're all after is like, oh God, I don't even know what's called in English, but like, I'm just going to translate it literally from German. It's like the silver crystal, which is just like this round crystal ball thingy around like this size. So not that big, right? And I was obsessed with finding like a replica of this.
Yes.
And then I remember like then we were like friends of my parents or something like this, and they had one, not because of Sailor Moon, just because it was like a round crystal thing.
Yeah.
And then they gave it to me. It was like one of the happiest days of my life.
Is this Swarovski?
No, it's not Swarovski. I think if it was Swarovski, they would not have just given it to me. But yeah, no, I loved Sailor Moon, like crazy.
But yeah, like Sailor Moon is also something that I never really watched it, but now at my age now, like people are still talking about it, and I started to maybe take a look at it.
It's like a classic for
Yeah, but
little gay boys. Like,
yeah, but that reminds me of another TV show, like cartoon I watched when I was little. It's called Card Captor Sakura.
I know which one that is,
库洛魔法使.
but I've never watched it.
It's so good.
Okay.
It's so good. And we even collect all those cards she has.
I think, but I might be lying. I think it came out a little bit too late in Germany.
Uh-huh.
So then I was a little bit past that phase, maybe. But yeah. But like same energy in the end. Like what do the Japanese call it? Like magical girl anime manga or something like this?
Yeah. And there are like a bunch of those kind of animations. I also watched another one with the peach. Also another one is like the pig. A pig.
A pig? Okay.
Yeah, 飞天少女猪.
And what does the pig do?
Like she saves the world.
Okay.
Let me Google it.
So we're gonna have to watch the pig.
But yeah, I guess So maybe I really should watch Sailor Moon because it's magic.
They even have a lesbian couple in it, and then like in later episodes they have a lesbian couple, and then in even later episode they like very much play with the whole like gender bender thing. That you have like a couple of like sailor warriors, how they call it, that appear to be men and stuff. It's very funny, and like, especially the lesbian thing. In like the European or like the Western dubs, they then turned them into cousins.
Huh? Yeah, the show I told you, the card show. I always think the brothers, they are a couple, which I think it's like a sub storyline.
I think a lot of the anime like manga things did that. They're like very like sneakily. I just saw the one with the pig.
Yeah, the Einfach for Super Pig.
It's like a case for Super Pig.
You don't know?
So, no, I've seen it before. Is it a girl that turns into a pig, or is it just a pig the whole time?
I think it's if I remember right, it's a girl turning into a pig and save the world.
Very good.
It's so cute.
I mean, it looks very cute.
Yeah, it is very cute. And of course, I also watch those, very like Yu-Gi-Oh, no? Yeah.
Yeah. But then like Pokemon was still in elementary school, but then Yu-Gi-Oh kind of came in like high school, which in Germany starts in grade 5. So around that time, and yeah, then obviously I was like obsessed with. I mean, Yu-Gi-Oh was kind of okay, and other stuff, and then Naruto came later,
Yeah.
and Dragon Ball.
Yeah,
Ball.
Dragon Ball.
That
But
also.
then my favorite of all time is still Sex and the City. The funny thing is, like last year I was in Taipei and I rewatched Yu Yu Hakusho on
What's
Netflix. You don't know this one? Yu Yu
No.
Hakusho.
What is it about?
It's so good. It's basically the same writer, the Hunter. You know.
Oh, it's like X Hunter X, I think it's called.
Yeah. It's the same writer and it's basically the same characters, but just different names and different look. And they hunted ghost, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, then moving on to the next period of our life. Or like, okay, now that we can just like talk about like teenage and adulthood. Is there any show besides Sex and the City? Because we know Sex and the City has been your companion for almost your whole life.
Yeah.
But any other show? Like, is there any show that you have rewatched? Like 1 or 2 or 3 or even more times? Besides Sex and the City?
Besides Sex and the City.
I just want to make sure I point this out so you don't just start talking about Sex and the City.
Maybe Modern Family.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I still think it's funny. Yeah, I think that's it. Other shows, if after I watch once and I never really watch it again.
I actually only have 2 shows I have watched repeatedly. One is the one we started watching today, Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Which I do not know that exists.
Yeah, Ben did not know Buffy exists. He did not know there's a show. And it's such a cult classic by now.
Yeah. I mean, I can tell from the aesthetic and stuff. That's why it's a cult anthem.
Classic. Yeah, and like it's coming back to a certain degree because I mean, currently it's like a huge like 90s nostalgia thing.
Yeah.
But I think it's just the same way how, like in the 90s or like in the early 2000s or something there was like a huge 80s nostalgia.
Yeah.
I think it's just like because like the kids who like grew up in the 90s are now 30 and older.
Mainstream.
Yes, and we're all like kind of having our midlife crisis and like to remember like the happier days.
Exactly.
But yeah, Buffy is like freaking amazing. Maybe you also kind of see a what's the English word? A theme here. That the shows I loved so much are always shows with like strong female characters, which I think is also very much a gay thing.
A theme here?
Like a theme in the sense of like the shows I like.
Okay. Yeah, right. I think so, maybe. Yeah.
But Buffy's so good.
I mean, we just finished watching Friends, which is very sad.
Yeah, it was like very sad that Friends is over, but
yeah, but like we know they are doing a reunion.
I'm very curious about the reunion. I'm always a little bit scared of reunions ever since. Oh, that's another show I really like, but I only watched once. Gilmore Girls.
Oh, Gilmore Girls! I also watched it.
But there, I'm scared. Like that's one of the reasons why I'm scared of like reunion or like that kind of episodes, because the ones they made of Gilmore Girls was like.
Yeah, kinda.
I mean, they kind of picked up a few things from, the last season, but nothing came to a conclusion. Like, there was nothing where it's like, oh, those were some, like, open questions from the original series, and now we're going to, like, close it completely. Which is, like, here's just, like, another, what was it, like, 4 episodes or so? With random storylines, and afterwards it's just as open as it was when we finished it the first time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I don't remember.
But anyways, Buffy. If you haven't watched Buffy, go watch Buffy. Even though I'm very sad also, because you can watch it on Disney Plus, at least here in Germany. And they changed the ratio. So they made it for like widescreen. and cut off, but they did so by cutting off like parts on like the top of the bottom of the picture.
Yeah.
So like in so many shots, like the heads are cut off and stuff like this, and you can totally tell this is not how it was supposed to be. There's like a whole genre of YouTube videos complaining about this. I found that out today too.
Kind of funny.
But I understand.
I think it's fine though, because I don't watch it. I didn't watch the first
That's true.
version.
That's probably still fine. But I'm still desperately trying to find somewhere we can watch it in like the original like square ratio.
I think it's fine though.
Okay, fine. Yeah, so we just keep watching it. Anyways, I love this show. I think I've rewatched it like 4 or 5 times.
Crazy.
Yeah. But this is one of those shows I personally can really rewatch over and over again. Just because it's really well made. I like the story. Yes, there's like cheesy parts, but it's like, you know, it doesn't take itself too serious. I cry at the same like spots or like episodes every time.
What?
You will.
What is it to cry?
You will see. I mean, it's not fair because you never cry when watching movies or TV shows.
Still, it's vampire.
And I always cry.
It's vampire.
It's not just about vampires. It's about so much more. It's about love and friendship and family.
Okay.
And having a burden to deal with. You will see. But yes.
Okay.
So the only TV show that you rewatched ever was Modern Family?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But any other favorite TV shows?
When I was in high school, I watched, Grey's Anatomy.
Yes.
I think I grew up with it. Like I started from the very first season.
I mean, there's 17 seasons now, from what I see.
Yeah, but I stopped around like I don't know when 13 or 12 season.
I think we stopped when we stopped watching together.
Oh.
Which I think was like 3 years ago, 4 years ago.
Yeah, but that show I watched it since I was high school. Yeah. I think Modern Family was also started around the same time.
Has Modern Family started when we were in high school?
I think so, yeah.
No.
So
No. Modern Family is like what? How many seasons do they have? 10?
11.
11? Oh yeah, so it just started around that time, yeah. Jesus Christ, it just makes you realize how long 10 seasons are.
Yeah, 10 years, yeah.
And 10 years.
1 year, 1 season.
Crazy.
Like the show I'm working on is 21st season. 21.
Yeah.
Hello.
Like the good old German
But have
shows.
you never watched German TV series? Because the other day I just googled the longest one. And this one I think might be quite interesting. It's called Unter uns. Or something.
God, no, it's not interesting.
It's not interesting?
There's like 2 TV shows that are like German TV shows that are very well known that has been running that long. One is Gute Zeiten, Schlechte Zeiten.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's still running, to be honest.
Still, I think.
And Unter uns.
Yeah, what's
and then there's also like Lindenstraße and stuff like this. But like Gute Zeiten, Schlechte Zeiten, Unter uns, it's just like your typical like soap opera. But a lot of the like normally the soap opera like I don't know runs like 2, 3, 4 seasons or something like this, and this has just been I don't know like what 30 years now or something.
Yeah,
and it's just like ugh, no.
Really, maybe we should watch some.
Sure, we can try watching it, but
yeah, but that was that I think. I mean, yeah, there's some other. Oh, Ugly Betty.
I never watched Ugly Betty.
It's super good.
I watched like 2 or 3 episodes of the German version because then the German.
Oh yes, the funny thing is like because I have to watch it online illegally, and I actually found a German version. It was like, what is this? I didn't want to watch this.
But I don't remember what the German version was called. But it was also like very, very successful.
Yeah, I liked it.
Another one I am rewatching over and over again, but always like I need at least like 1.5 to 2 years between rewatching stuff. Otherwise, it's like okay, a little bit too much. Is Avatar: The Last Airbender, which is still something I have to force you to watch with me.
Yeah, exactly.
But that is also a very, very good show.
Yeah.
Which is like a Nickelodeon. It's animated. It's like they did an amazing job again with like storytelling and everything. Also, like, like good characters. So this is something I can highly recommend. And I remember when I think it also came out when I was still in high school, and they would show it on like German Nickelodeon. And like back then, it was still difficult to like watch shows with a storyline, in the sense of like I didn't know when they airing it, or like you didn't have time to watch it, and then you're like, oh no, I missed 2 episodes. What the hell is happening?
Yeah.
And then, but each time when one season ended, because like of the original one, I think they're like 3 seasons, if I remember correctly, they would run a marathon.
On the weekends.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then I would try to like catch up and watch it. And it still is such a good show.
Yeah. I mean, I never watched it.
Yeah, but that's also another one I'm going to force you to watch because it's on Netflix now.
Then can I also force you to watch Sex in the City then?
Haven't we already watched Sex in the City twice since we are together?
No, the movie, yes, but not the whole season.
I feel like the whole season. Okay, fine, then we can watch the whole season. So first we're going to finish Buffy, which is 7 seasons.
Yeah.
But considering how fast we finished Friends, I think it's fine.
Oh god, way too fast.
And then, but I mean, Friends, that was just like our go-to, or I don't know what to watch. Let's just watch Friends.
Yeah, it's very, very cute, very funny. Yeah.
And at least in like, I feel like the last 2 seasons, they kind of like, like calmed down with the, no, we're not gay jokes. Not really? Or did I just get used to it?
Yeah, you just get used to it.
Okay.
Not really.
But it's how my brother said when I talked with him about it. It was like, that's just sitcoms. They like run one joke over and over and over and over again.
Yeah.
And that's just how they do it. But,
it's fine. It's fun.
But the show I binge watched yesterday and finished the whole season.
Crazy, yeah, in one day.
Hey, it only, like, one season only has 8 episodes.
And how long is one episode?
Like 35 minutes.
So that's not that long.
Okay, maybe it was 45. But still, it's okay. It's Shadow and Bones, Bones and Shadows.
Shadows of the Bone?
No, it was Shadow and Bone, or Bone and Shadow. I don't remember.
I think Bones that, like
Shadow and Bones.
I guess, yeah.
Also very good, very entertaining, very binge watchable.
Very mastery.
Well, I like fantasy stuff, as you might have noticed by telling you the shows I love to watch and rewatch.
Yeah, and also the other day we watched this thing in a movie. Was that a movie? And I fell asleep.
Of Monsters in Love.
Yeah.
Also on Netflix. I also liked it.
Recently I just
you fell asleep 2 minutes in.
Yeah, I fall asleep very often recently because I'm now a working lady.
But even when you were not a working lady,
Shut
you
up.
would fall asleep quite often doing stuff.
Yeah, true.
And I mean, like, other stuff we love watching together is like Queer Eye, which was good. Even though I gotta admit, with Queer Eye, the last season, it's very it's just like the same. It's the exact same thing each episode. So it gets a little bit like. I mean, I still get the message. I still love the message. Blah 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 blah. But it's like, oh, sad person. Oh, the 4 fabulous gays are coming, making life better.
No, I think I just like anything that's makeover related.
Yeah, but still, it's like, I don't know. I feel like I'm a little bit over Queer Eye.
I mean, I'm fine with it.
Yeah, okay. So, I mean, we're still going to watch the next season if there is a next season. We still have a couple hours left of this beautiful Sunday for me to be, or for us to be, depressed about having to go back to work tomorrow. And then again, me stressing out about what can we talk about next week? Oh my God, I don't know. And then just coming up with something 5 minutes before we start recording.
That's good.
But anyways, so once again, as always, I hope you enjoyed today's episode and enjoyed listening to it while you were cleaning, reading. Now, does anyone like listen to podcasts while they're reading? No.
No,
Anyways,
that'll be weird.
I hope you had fun. I definitely had. I think today was a good episode again. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment all the good things. Leave us a good review wherever you're watching this. And then
Or tell us some shows that we haven't watched yet.
Oh yeah, also tell us stuff because we're like binge watchers. It's still Corona. You can't do anything and we need stuff to watch.
Yeah, so for my taste, Sex in the City, and then, this soap opera thingy, melodrama, mine.
For mine, just think of Buffy. That's all I want.
Or monsters.
But no, that Buffy is a very good example of like the general genre because everything else with the monsters we talked about runs in the same family. But anyways, then see, hear, talk to you guys next week. And until then, 再见.
Auf Wiedersehen.